I'm sure we've all heard the term, you are what you eat. Well, that really couldn't be any more true, and let me show you why. Peace and love, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Sheldon, and I help raise the vibrational frequency of this planet. Now, today I'm going to talk about why exercise and diet is so important on mental health, vitality, and your spiritual health, just your energy on a day-to-day basis, and just being the best version of you possible. So why is this so important? Why is diet so important for things like mental health? Well, your energy plays a big factor in your day-to-day, and I'm going to ask you guys a question here. Do you honestly think that we were properly educated our whole entire lives about our diet? I'm going to say no. And the reason for that is heart disease is the number one killer amongst men and women in the United States right now. We live in a society that is very unhealthy. I think every 37 seconds someone dies from a cardiovascular disease. And this is caused by their diet and their lifestyle. So we have to really look at what we've been fed our whole entire lives and realize that it might not be the diet that we were supposed to eat. Now, if you assess a human being's anatomy, if you look at our teeth versus a carnivore's teeth, you'll notice that our teeth are flat, where the carnivore's teeth are jagged. Their molars are jagged and ours are flat. So the carnivore was designed to rip apart flesh and eat meat. Its colon was very short, as ours was very long. And its colon had a lot more hydrochloric acid in it in order to break down meat. So I'm going to include a few diagrams here for you guys to see that our anatomy is the same anatomy as, plant eaters in the wild. So it's very easy to look at animals in the wild that are herbivores and assess their anatomy and notice that it's the same as ours versus carnivores in the wild. And there's no debate because you know that these animals only eat plants and vegetables. And that's what we're designed to eat. So that's why if you go and you look, and I'll include a couple people here too that are raw vegans that are 75, 80 years old. They look like they're maybe in their 30s or 40s. They don't age. That's because when we eat raw foods like kale and spinach and greens, they have live enzymes in them. And when we ingest these foods, your body is able to digest it because those live enzymes help digest the food. They digest the food for you instead of using your body's cells. Therefore, you don't age. Right? That's why vegans always look the part. Their skin is a lot more clear. They have a lot more energy and vitality. I know that when I switched to a plant-based diet, I noticed my energy was just, it wasn't even comparable to when I was a meat eater. I always used to be tired and groggy. And I remember after I would eat a meal, like if I would, whatever meal it might be, I would just feel kind of crappy inside and I want to take a nap essentially. So that doesn't happen anymore. So once I switched to a plant-based diet, I started realizing that I have a lot more energy, I have a lot more vitality, my cardio is better, I perform better when I'm playing hockey, for example. Everything about me is better. And once I became vegan, I started becoming more compassionate. And I started realizing that I was helping the planet because over 50 billion animals or 60 billion animals, there's some number like that, is slaughtered every single year. And a lot of things that are going on are because of animal agriculture, changing the weather, changing the planet, all the things that are negative on the planet is because of this. It takes a lot to keep up with all that. So it's not really fair. And I mean, at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to die, and you wouldn't want to die. So I'm sure they want to die. Every living being wants to live. That's their right. So I always say that if you can't kill something and eat it, then maybe you should rethink about what you're putting in your body. And also know that the energy isn't the best as well. If you're eating a slaughtered animal, you're also consuming their energy, because energy never dies, it only transfers. So you're going to be eating and ingesting anxiety and fear and pain. And that's why a lot of people are overweight. That's why a lot of people have heart disease, because meat is the number one form of causing things like cancer and heart disease, and because we're not meant to eat it. Dairy, for example, terrible for the body. This is where estrogen comes. So when you eat a plant-based diet, you become a lot more healthy, and you notice that. And I don't expect anyone just to drop meat, because it's not easy. It's really not easy. But if you can make a conscious effort to maybe even one day try to leave it off your plate and notice how you feel, it makes all the difference in the world. The biggest thing is, never dismissing information. It's always, trying it on yourself and seeing how you feel, and making a conscious effort. Because once you do that, then you'll start realizing the truth. And it's only until you practice on yourself that you'll start realizing these truths, right? So that's all I wanted to say about the food part. Is if you start eating a better diet and you start, realizing what the proper diet for a human being is, and you start consuming that, you'll start noticing that your energy will be a lot better. Your mental health will be a lot better, because you're consuming life instead of death, right? So your energy is better in general, and you just become a happier person. You're not consuming dead animals, right? You're consuming life. So just in turn, you just have better energy on a day-to-day basis. And that's really all I want to say about the food side. Exercise, we know, is very, very important. So we have to be moving. When we exercise, it releases endorphins, which puts us in a better mood. When our body's always moving, we gain more energy, we gain more vitality. We work on our heart health, on our cardiovascular health. It gives us confidence, self-esteem. So it's always important. I like, getting up, I do my videos, and then I work out right away, first thing in the morning. Because I have a lot of energy, a lot of energy is flowing through me, and it really starts the day off well for me. So I really like starting the day with a workout, and, a nice green juice smoothie, and it really sets the tone for the rest of the day. I think the morning is very, very important for how the rest of the day will go. A lot of people get up on the wrong side of the bed, and they don't do the proper things in the morning, and they go eat a bagel or whatever, and that's why the rest of the day turns out to be not the best. So once we can really get into a good morning routine, do some yoga, do some stretching, do some qigong, for example. It's something that I've been doing for the past couple months. Qigong every morning. It's essentially the effortless flow of energy, and I've noticed a lot more vitality. So look that up. Do something that gets you moving and gets the energy flowing, and turns that energy into more vitality for you and more energy. And not be stagnant, because stagnancy is a lack of growth. You don't grow when you're stagnant, right? So nothing happens when you don't grow. When you stay in your comfort zone, for example, nothing happens in life. You just stay comfortable, and you never get to really achieve your dreams, because you're not after them. You're just stagnant. So anything in nature that's stagnant and not growing anymore just declines, right? So we always want to try to get better each and every day. Working on our mental health, like mental exercises are huge, right? Not a lot of people are willing to work on their mental health through exercises on the brain. So we don't just need to exercise the body, we need to exercise our minds as well. We need to realize that, our minds are governing our reality. So we need to take control of our thought process. A lot of people that I talk to, a common theme is my thoughts are always racing. I can't shut my mind off. I cannot shut my mind off. And that's a common theme for a lot of people because people have a lot of stuff going on in their lives, especially nowadays. Right? A lot of things to think about. Not realizing that these thoughts are just recycling their reality. So we need to be aware of this, and then we need to start becoming alchemists. We need to start realizing that, hold on, my thoughts are controlling my reality, so I need to start controlling my thoughts or observing my thoughts and then in turn controlling them. So mental exercises are very, very important for mental health, right? So diet, exercise the body, get moving, and exercise the mind, meditate, be out in nature, be present, try not to get consumed with the thought process or what's going on in your life. Try not to be, consumed with what's happening to you, and just understand that things are happening for you. Be more optimistic about situations that are happening in your life. And this is what creates happiness, creates a journey, realizing that you're in the right place at the right time right now, and that everything's happening for you. No matter what you've been led to believe in life, if it's led you to a place of darkness, everything that you've ever been taught, maybe you should start looking to the light. Maybe you should start exploring different avenues of things to try in order to better your mental state. A lot of people are suffering from mental health issues. And I really believe it's from a lack of knowing thyself and knowing who you truly are and understanding how powerful you are and everything that's governing you. And you don't know this for a specific reason, but at the end of the day, it's up to you now to start realizing who you truly are, and there's lots of time right now. So work on the mental health, meditate, work on those mental exercises. Do some research that's good for you, consume the right things, whether it's food, media, TV, all that stuff. Consume the right things. And in turn, our mental health will be a lot better, and our spiritual health will be a lot better, and our vitality, our energy, everything. And we'll be able to help a lot more people. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, press the like button, please subscribe, and we'll be back soon. Peace and love.